VIPs on the dais, Hamsadhwani members, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a hearty welcome to all of you. We are all set to start our inaugural program of the 9th NRI Music Festival, and I request Mrs. Aparna Gopalakrishnan to render an invocation song.
Lakshmi Chira Samudra Rajatanayam Sri Rangadameshwari Dasi Bhuta Samasta Deva Vanitam Lokaika Deepankuram Sri Manmanda Kataksha Labdha Vibhava Brahmendra Gangadharam Tvam Trailokya Kutumbini Sarasijam Vande Mukunda Priya.
Thank you, Aparnaji. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. It looks as though it was just yesterday, but that yesterday was 8 years ago when Hamsadhwani organized for the first time the NRI Music Festival. This year's event, as soon as it was announced, brought forth an overwhelming response from NRI artists spread across the globe. As the time available for conducting the festival is limited, we have tried to put together as interesting a program as possible, booklets of the detailed programs having been couriered already to all our members. As you can see, we have two very eminent gentlemen with us as our special guests for the inaugural function. Please grant me a couple of minutes to present them to you and to introduce them. I have great pleasure in welcoming Dr. Maitreyan, our Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha. We consider it a great privilege that he consented to preside over the inaugural function, and we appreciate the considerable efforts he took to break for a day from his preoccupations in Delhi, especially as the Parliament session is on. He hails from an illustrious and patriotic family which dedicated itself to the motto of service to society. As a journalist of great repute, Dr. Maitreyan's father, Mr. Vasudevan, was actively associated with Hitavada, Tribune, Dinamani, and Dinamalar, as well as a children's publication called Ratnabala. As a front-ranking member of the Servants of India, an institution founded by Gopalakrishna Bharati, Mr. Vasudevan undertook several programs for the benefit of the poor and needy. It was during the period when Right Honorable Srinivasa Sastri was the President of Servants of India that Mr. Vasudevan devoted himself fully to implement myriad social service programs of the institution. It is no wonder, therefore, that the concept of service to society and humanity vastly influenced Dr. Maitreyan himself, making him dedicate himself to eradication of cancer at the Cancer Research Institute for a whole 15 years after obtaining his MBBS, MD, and DM. As recently as in 2000 and 2001, Dr. Maitreyan conducted 150 medical camps in a number of rural areas in Tamil Nadu so as to directly benefit the rural population. In his role as Rajya Sabha member, he continues to focus attention on how the basic needs of health, education, and employment of the poorer sections of our society could be achieved through the various developmental programs of the government and private institutions. Any welcome presentation from a cultural association is incomplete without a wish list. Our wish list is very, very short. Any cultural institution, again, has aspirations to move to a premises of its own and to have its own auditorium. Hamsadhwani is no exception. We are planning as a long-term goal to have a piece of land of our own where we could build our own facilities. The second, more as a short-term need that we have today is to have a roof like the one that we have erected now. This one is on a higher basis, and we would like to have one permanent roof structure here so that our programs and programs of other organizations could go unhindered. On both these issues, we have made an appeal to the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and we shall be extremely grateful if Dr. Maitrayan could spare some time of his to put a good word about Hamsadhwani at the appropriate quarters. And that is all the request that we have to place before him this evening. Hamsadhwani deems it a great honor to have with us today Dr. Palani G. Periyaswamy, Chairman, Le Meridien Hotels and PGP Group of Companies, for consenting to inaugurate our 9th NRI Music Festival. He is a doyen of many things. He is the most prominent NRI entrepreneur in the city today, both in manufacturing and service industries, after equipping himself with impeccable academic and professional qualifications. A postgraduate from the Madras University, Dr. Periyaswamy obtained his PhD from the University of Pittsburgh based on his intensive research work on development economics, international trade and development, and on the backward and forward linkages of agriculture and economic development. Particularly, his work was dedicated to economies of the developing countries. In his teaching career spanning from 1961 to 1987, he has held several coveted positions, culminating in Professor of Economics at the School of Business, University of Baltimore. He has authored numerous publications. He would pardon me if I'm not listing them because the list is indeed far too long. I would only like to mention that he was the author of the curriculum for the MS course in economics at the University of Baltimore. Dr. Periyaswamy has led NRI delegations to India till the time he was long-term resident in the US. Recipient of the Outstanding Educator of America Award in 1975, Dr. Periyaswamy was also honored with the Honorary Fellow of the Madras Medical College for Human Services. As an entrepreneur with interests in sugar, cement, and now hospitality, Dr. Periyaswamy also held highest elected offices at the South India Sugar Mills Association, Indian Sugar Mills Association, as well as Association of Economists of Tamil Nadu. His PGP Education and Welfare Society runs a number of school-level and college-level educational institutions, including PGP College of Engineering and Technology and a few PGP Industrial Training Institutes. I have great pleasure in extending a warm welcome to him on behalf of all of you. I have no special submission to make to Dr. Periyaswamy. He knows that Hamsadhwani fosters performing arts. He has himself been fostering performing arts during his time in the US, and he knows that sabhas like ours does depend on support and patronage from industry and business houses. And that is enough for me to say as far as Dr. Periyaswamy is concerned. The inaugural concert this evening will be by Seshampati Sivalingam, accompanied by NRI artist Rohan Krishnamurthy. Sivalingam is one of the foremost Nadaswara Vidwans, born and bred in city surroundings. He has had unique advantage of learning advanced music from stalwarts like K.V. Narayanaswamy, Ramnath Krishnan, and T.M. Tyagarajan. It is said that normally instrumental artists are not required to learn too many kritis. Perhaps Sri Sivalingam is an exception, and he pursues knowledge with such intensity that he has to his credit a large repertoire of compositions. He is a sought-after artist. Suffice it to say that the stature of a wedding is vastly enhanced if he agrees to play. It is indeed generous of him to agree to perform for Hamsadhwani today and to have Mridangam to accompany him in place of the customary tabla. Rohan Krishnamurthy is from Washington and is a find of Hamsadhwani. He has been performing as Hamsadhwani continuously for the last 6 years. He is a disciple of Guruvayur Durai, who has imparted rigorous training to make Rohan what he is today. Within a very short span of time, Rohan has attracted the notice of media purely because of his expertise as an accompanist. We wish him all the very best in his professional and personal life, and look forward to his participation in our NRI festivals for several years to come. His father, Krishnamurti, does not only promote his son, he has a special esteem for Hamsadhwani and has been a tireless propagandist for Hamsadhwani. We are proud to be able to claim Rohan as our own. I now request Dr. Palaniji Periyasamy to light the Kuttu Vilakku and then to address the audience. Thank you.